I remember while growing up, during family devotion, you dare not doze. And then even when we became youth, during videos, my mom would sit beside I and my siblings, and you dare not doze, especially during prayers. She would pinch you awake. She'd be like, Maria, but you'd be like, I don't feel like this woman should just leave me alone. It was annoying back then. So it's like she wasn't letting me have any fun. I couldn't, sit with my friends and hang out. And then many other things. You want to go and see your friends. So that idea didn't even cross my mind. I'd be like, I want to go out and visit my friends. No, how? So those things that I found, and you as well, that we found annoying, exasperating, they frustrated us back then. I feel like they formed a huge part of who we are now in terms of being disciplined, being accountable, feeling as if someone is watching us, because we know that our parents will be like, Ibolololano. It's like they are constantly on our neck, on our back, wanting to know our every move. So that made us kind of like more cautious, more disciplined and careful. But then I kind of like wonder that with everything going on in the world now and people being like, oh, do what makes you happy, and people advocating for individuality and and I'm like, what is the hope for the coming generation? Like we personally now, for our own kids, which set of values are we going to translate into their life? Like if what our parents did for us back then taught us to be disciplined, like whether you like it or not, you will be disciplined, except you don't want to follow whatever they said. It helped us, it formed us, it is a part of who we are now, whether we want to admit it or not. The Bible says that train up a child in the way that it should go, and when he grows up, he would not depart from it. No matter how we feel like, oh, we are all independent now, we are woke and stuff, in our subconscious, we still know that there are certain things we definitely cannot do, no matter how woke we are. So it brings me to the question of our unborn kids and generations to come. Would they have this testimony as well? Would we have the grace, like do we have that grace right now to be able to imbibe in them principles, values, little things like not sleeping while service is going on, not pressing your phone during sermon? Would we be able to pass on these things to our children and to our children's children? Because it's like there is a decline in morality. It's like everybody is doing whatever pleases them. And these children, what is the hope? Like they are innocent. They don't know nothing. They might appear to be like, oh, I'm all that. But nah, they don't know nothing. So if we are this way, living carelessly, at least most persons, living carelessly and not being accountable to ourselves, so what do we expect of the coming generation? For children to come, if they walk in your footsteps right now, would it make them better humans? Would they desire to be like you? I just feel like we need to be more intentional about our living. Our parents have done all they can, and back then we saw them as people who don't want us to have fun and all, but then now we thank them for having imbibed discipline in us, and a part of us will be like, back then my mom used to do that, back then my dad. Can our own kids now say that about us? Would we be able to be, intentional parenting, active parenting, and being disciplined and firm? So yeah.